Hello everyone, my name is Muir, and we are once again attempting a Kenshi run where we are doing what is effectively Wrath of the Fog, but slightly different with the Fog Prince mod instead. So we can start as a Fog Prince. So this is who we are. Now what you'll notice there is that we have these yellows. The Fogmen are our allies, and every now and again we can find someone that we can talk to. What this does is this means that we can actually recruit those people, and in essence what that does is that allows us to slowly grow an army of Fogmen. Now it's pure random chance as to whether you can actually recruit anybody. So here there are like two of them, three actually, that we could recruit. The thing is, we don't want to recruit them all too quickly, because if we do that, we will very quickly find ourselves completely incapable of being able to feed them, and then we'll all starve to death. And unlike having other mods, we don't have the ability to consume their heads. So, the very first thing that we need to do in this run is secure a means of food. Yes. That's the first thing that we need to do. Now, I did consider a mod that would just remove the fog entirely, just so we could see, because we will be spending a lot of time in the Fog Islands. But we should be okay. All we need to do is look around and see if we can find any kind of patrol. And if we can find a patrol, then we can take advantage of that and kill them. So one of the fun things is this mod actually starts with an Edge Type 3 katana, which is really nice for us because it's going to level Dex incredibly quickly. The downside is that we don't actually want to be in melee that much on this character, because if Fen dies, we can't actually recruit anybody else. He doesn't have a special item like some of the other mods that do this, like Wrath of the Fog. There's a special item in Wrath of the Fog that you can give to somebody, and then that character can recruit other Fogmen. Alright, so we can see that there is, someone there. That's good. But we are looking for any kind of patrol, and as we see, we could recruit a Fog Heavy. They do have that equipment. I don't know if we can actually wear that or not. I'm hoping we can, because Fen here is going to essentially become our primary crafter. I think. Just because we don't want him participating in combat all that much, if at all ever. Alright, so... And also, just so we know, just so we can see it, all the factions of the game pretty much hate our guts. Except for the Fogmen, who love us. So... yeah, we don't really have access to shops on this run. Now, as always, because we don't have any first aid, if we take any damage, that is kind of permanent. So we definitely need to avoid taking damage whenever possible. Now, as we know, there are no bases in the Fog Islands aside from Mongrel, so there aren't any easy places where we can get building supplies, which will be really one of our first bottlenecks. Okay, so here is one of the Shinobi Guard caravans. So we actually want to find a way to try and kill these guys, because that is going to primarily be how we get a lot of money and, well, not money, but how we get food and equipment. We want his backpack, and we want to use that Garu as a giant backpack. No, we do not want to fight them. If we fight them, we will die. Because we are just ever so slightly more tanky than a just Fogman. Now, do any of these Fogmen have equipment that we can steal? Or perpetually borrow? Doesn't look like it. And, they did a little bit of damage to the Garu, which is one of our primary objectives. But, aside from that, didn't really achieve much. Unfortunate. Now, we can do a sneak that will at least give us some sneak experience with these guys. Hopefully they don't run over and one-shot us. As you can see, we are getting sneak experience quickly, which is great. We are going to definitely need that. Okay. So we just want to level our sneak super quickly, if we can. While we wait for these guys to get jumped by something. Hopefully a big band of fogmen come by and absolutely wreck them. But, for now, we're going to be spending a lot of time sort of waiting. Because ultimately, we need someone to take these dudes down for us. Now, there are these guys. We can potentially train him over to us. And train him over to them. It doesn't look like that happened. So, we're going to not do that, and instead we're going to go back to stealth. Hello, Navia, and we are going to hope that, well, these guys continue to sneak around, continue to run around, and hopefully run into more fogmen. Because, well, our stats are currently like 30, 25, and that one guard is like 70. So we can't fight him. But, hopefully, they get jumped by enough fogmen, and that allows them to take them down. The Garu will be our biggest prize, because that secures food for a while. And the Garu might have building supplies on it. If it does, then that works for me. This is helping us get our sneak up, which is going to allow us to more easily get supplies from research stations. Abandoned factories, whatever they're called. But for now, we're just kind of playing the waiting game. Because the first thing that we need is food. Once that's secured, we can kind of do a lot of things. Okay, good. Our stealth is 55. That's not too bad. We won't be able to assassinate that guy, or... The only way we'd really be able to assassinate these guys as well is if we were to... probably... turn on a mod that lets us get experience on failed assassination attempts, and then basically just try to assassinate him over and over and over, and use quick saves to teleport out of his attacks. That's probably what we would have to do to eventually be able to assassinate him. We could potentially abuse the combat system in Kenshi to also win a fight with him. The downside to that is that we're using a lot of we're using a lot of animation mods, and what that means is that a lot of the animations that are added by animation mods are very quick, and so it's quite a bit more difficult to attack somebody or aggro them to attack, and then when they start their attack, run away before they can do anything. So that is one of the downsides of using a lot of different animation mods. Okay, it doesn't look like any fogmen are finding this guy, so this is probably going to be a lost cause, unfortunately. But that's fine. We can always find more of them. Yeah, they are leaving the Fog Island, so they are pretty much fine at this point. There's not much we're going to be able to do, so let's go ahead and run back into the Fog Islands. The good part about being a fogman is that your hunger rate is actually really low. Let's see, yeah, it's 50% of normal. So, that's good. Okay, as the game desperately attempts to load, do we see any fights going on? No, not really. Oh, but someone's being eaten. That means clothing. All right, fantastic. Let's go and... We don't want to talk to the Fog Heavy, but we do want to get stuff from this guy. Now, his clothes will fall on the ground. Come on. Okay, prison pole. Cool. So what we want to do is, one, we do want to pick locks. And two... So we want to pick the locks, and then once we are done picking the locks, we want to get his clothes from him. Now, the big thing here is we need to get our lock picking up, which is at -2, so that we can then... Okay, let's loot him. We'll steal his clothes. We'll take this so I can sell it to a fog vendor. I don't think I've seen those though. They might be around town. They might be around. All right, so we have that. That's good. So we got some clothes. We found a person that they will eat for us. Unfortunately, we can't eat them. Otherwise, that would actually work out pretty well for us. Okay, I saw somebody running past. Who is that? Snowball Fog Band. Sounds good. Alright, so... what are we going to do? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run around and see if I can find anything at the local Fogman areas. Sometimes a caravan will go into these and get obliterated. And sometimes there's a vendor, but I don't know if those vendors spawn with this mod, because we don't have the mod specifically that spawns... Well, we might. We have Fogmen Expanded, which gives them all these weapons. So you see how they have like a femur club, basically. And some of them wear like skeleton armor, basically. So that is from a mod. I think that's from Fogmen Expanded. And that makes it so that you can just build those. I don't know much about it beyond that. I think it is... yeah, I don't know. We'll have to find it. Now, usually the Fogmen have a base. It's over here. It's an abandoned Holy Nation base. So hopefully we can make our way over there and find some people, find some vendors that we can sell our crap to. Now, Fogmen vendors don't typically sell building supplies, but they are the ones that are wearing the traveling backpacks. I just don't know if they're spawning with this mod. What is this? Oh, it's just skulls. Sounds good. Excellent. Let's go to where we know that base is, that abandoned city. That should help us out quite a bit as the game struggles to load. I am looking forward to Kenshi 2. It's, you know, when it comes out, and I'm like 80. Okay, what did we... That's right, it's over here. When it comes out 20 years from now. The good part about Kenshi 2 is they are planning on releasing it as a finished product. That is the good part. They're not doing what they did with Kenshi 1, where they sort of release an unfinished product and then try to patch it into the form that they want over time. Okay, ruined holy outpost. That's good. That's where we want to get. So there are two things that we can do. First off, we can train some NPC, some animals and such, over to... and they don't even see us. We can train them over to that outpost, and the Fogmen that are in there will kill those animals for us. And then we can eat those. We can eat that and, you know, not die. The other thing that we can do is we can maybe get our hands on some other stuff. I'm thinking that there are no Bugman vendors in this version of the mod. Also, thanks for stopping by and then leaving and saying fuck all. You know, thank you. Thanks for that. Why even open streams? Alright, so, let's see. What can we do? Alright, so... there isn't anything around us. Which is fantastic. But we need to secure food. And once we do that, things will work out. It looks like we might have a potential food source over here. But what we probably want to do is not aggro that. As we are seeing, animals are dangerous in this game. However, they did do a lot of damage, so some of those animals might bleed out, and then we'll be able to loot them. So then we will have our food source secured. Okay. Do we have any fog heavies here? He is wearing armor. Cool. Let's go steal his armor. Cool, we can wear it. Fantastic. We can start to look like a real fogman. And I'm thinking that we probably don't actually have any vendors. Which is fine. That's how it goes. Alright. Oh, good. Let's hopefully not get attacked while we steal his helmet. Which is literally just somebody's pelvis. Okay, so hopefully one of these is bleeding out. No. Oh wait, two are unconscious. Fantastic. We'll take that. Fantastic. And what about you? Take that. Okay, we have food secured. Cool. Now what we need is a backpack, which we may be able to get our hands on. I'm not too sure. Okay, so yeah, there's absolutely nothing here. Cool. Okay, but we have food. That is the good part. So now we can kind of explore more of this area. We do run fast enough to where we don't need to really worry about sneaking everywhere. We run at 24 miles an hour. That is faster than almost everything in the area that could get to us. So that's good. And yeah, let's just see what we can find out here. There are the robots that could come after us, but hopefully that won't be a problem for us. Okay, cool. Just fog heavies. We do have the food, so once we figure out where we can start a base, we should be able to take care of that. Okay, and I think one of the mods added an NPC that's over here. I don't think this mod actually has him in it though. But let's go see. Because who knows? Maybe. Holy shit! That is a lot of fogmen. I bet they're gonna jump somebody. I like it. And yeah, I don't think that named NPC is anywhere around here. So we're going to follow this huge mass of fogmen around. And hopefully they don't just sort of walk into death. Hopefully they're not making a beeline towards Mongrel. Because if they are, that's probably going to be a problem for us. Alright, I'm going to follow him. Alright, come on guys. Hopefully we can find some NPCs around here. There are occasionally, like, traders that are walking around. And these guys will jump them, and then we can take that trader's gear. That would be useful. Having a wooden backpack would be amazing. Because that would enable us to do all kinds of cool things. Oh, here's another band of fogmen. I like it. Now all we need to do is find a band of NPCs. But I'm not sure if that's really going to happen. Unfortunately. There is a fight over here, though. I'm not sure what it is. But someone beat the crap out of something. It's just a Holy Nation dude. Unfortunately. He doesn't have anything that we want. Oh, well, these guys are fighting someone. Just another Holy Nation dude. Unfortunately, he doesn't really have any equipment that I would really want either. But, maybe. Cool. What's he got? Nothing I want. Awesome. Let somebody else pick him up. So glad I'm drunk right now. Yeah, me too. Unfortunately, I'm not drunk though. Alright, so we're going to pick his locks. Just to get some sweet, sweet lockpicking experience. And, yeah, then he'll die. And that will be that. Cool. Well, somebody picked him up. So, that's good. Huge mass of fogmen over here. Let's go. Now, these guys are useful. They'll be able to do a lot of damage to any groups of enemies that we run into. Just normal fogmen. And what we need to do is, now that we have a lot of food secured, we need to also get some sort of backpack, and then we need to go and somehow kill iron spiders so that we can make something that lets us make the building supply building. The stone processor requires 6 iron plates, so that's 2 iron spiders. And then after that, everything should work out. Pack beast. Fantastic. They problem is there are a lot of them. Right, so we just want to aggro them so they become hostile, and then we want to run away. That way, they will attack everything that is around them. Cool. Now, here's the big one. These guys are incredibly dangerous to us. Where are we? We're over here. So we want to go into snake mode, and, well, we are seeing that they are doing a little bit of damage to these guys, but not a whole lot. There is a Fog Prince that is fighting as well and taking some damage, and there are a lot of Fog Warriors here, which means we will be able to get our hands on some equipment This is the guy, this is the real prize, though. But, let's try and get away from these guys and, well, get some stealth experience, I suppose, while we do it. They are making, they are, you know, getting a lot of good hits on that Garu over there. Hopefully it will go down, at which point we can take it and use it as a living backpack. There are quite a few beating on it too, which is nice. But we don't want to get involved because it will do a lot of damage to us. Instead, we want these guys to just sort of do their jobs and so that we can avoid. Now, hopefully it takes a little bit more damage. That would allow us to potentially take it down, but who knows. Oh wow, that guy took quite a few hits to the chest, which is nice. Oh good, the Garu's down. Fantastic. However, it's probably going to get back up. And yeah, it's up. And we kind of need to wait for now. Looks like more fogmen are coming in, and it's just a normal pack beast, I suppose. Alright, we are going to go back into stealth and hope that we are able to avoid getting attacked, which did not happen. We got attacked. Run away. However. Okay, so what we want is to keep those guys in view. We do not want them to despawn, because if they despawn, we're basically just screwed. All the damage that Garu took is no longer counts, basically. But there's this wonderful thing that we have now, and that is called all of our dead friends. Alright, who's got gear that I want? This guy seems to have a lot. We're gonna go pillage. Ooh, fantastic. We can sell it, but to whom? We will take that. We'll take this. We'll take that. We had a bone hacker here, which is nice, because we would actually want to get our hands on a hacker relatively soon. That is what we are going to be predominantly using. Also, we just take faction hits with the fog men? I don't know. Looks like we're fine so far. I don't know if there's a shirt that the fogmen have. I'm guessing there isn't. Alright. So we're just going to keep following these guys around. And ultimately what we want to do is to grab that... Either grab the backpack from that one NPC, or grab the Garu. Now they're heading towards a camp, which could be useful to us. Let's see if there's anybody over here. I'm not seeing any movement, unfortunately. That Garu is completely jacked up, but it is slowly healing and we don't want that. Okay, so... Also, let's check out this equipment. It's not great. It's kind of bad, actually, but you know what? When you're literally covering yourself with bones, it's about as good as you can get. Okay, so we don't have any chance of assassinating these dudes, so we're not even going to try. Aha! Excellent. Here's our chance. Assuming they actually do anything. I didn't see any green, so I'm assuming they didn't, that they achieved pretty much nothing. Yep, pretty much. That's okay. They have anything that I want? No. No, they don't. That's okay. That's how it goes sometimes. And these guys are leaving the Fog Islands. Unfortunate. As it turns out, fortune does not favor the bold today. Well, we weren't particularly bold anyway. But alright. Yeah, I don't see anything that could deal damage to that Garu. So, it was a good shot. We got some gear out of it, but ultimately, it's time to head back into the Fog Islands. Oh, hello, gents. I have an idea. Assuming we can actually train them this far. I don't think we can. But you never know. Alright, Mr. Garu. I'm going to attack you, which will, when I get within a certain range, will aggro you. This is way too close. These dudes are going to just absolutely wreck us. Okay. At best, what we can hope will happen is that they will run into a hostile group. But I don't see starving bandits doing enough to these guys. We would have to get involved, and I don't want that. Alright, well, it seems that the starving bandits were smart enough to avoid them. Which is perfectly fine. Okay, let's head back into the Fog Islands. It is a bit too dangerous for us out here. We're not skilled enough at fighting, and we are very vulnerable. And if we die, playthrough's over. Okay, more fogmen over here. That's good. Unfortunately, no targets. More fogmen, I like it. Where were they? 30 minutes ago. 15 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago. What is this? Scrawny cannibals. So the thing about scrawny cannibals that's really nice, actually, is they have first aid kits. And we kind of need some of that. I mean, granted, we don't have any room for them, but that's besides the point. What do you got? Oh, good, fogmen. Fogmen are beating the crap out of people. I love it. So what's over here? They're just beating the crap out of starving bandits. It's not a big deal. Do want to get some scrawny cannibals over to us, though. Meat? Ubbery. Ubbery indeed. Come on, dude. Maybe Licious too. Maybe. Hello, gents. You want some cannibals? Come in here. Take all you want. I just need a first aid kit. Then I can sort of get into fights and not die. Fantastic. So, I guess we will replace that. Oh, man, it's practically empty. Oh well. We will, throw this on the ground, I guess. Excellent. Okay, so we have a little bit of a first aid kit, which will be useful to us, but a little bit, not by much. Alright, so we have these guys. If we can find somebody who has a crossbow, that will work out really well for us, because then we can use the crossbow to dedicate a little, to, you know, contribute a little bit of damage to fights. But until then, we don't really have many options. Now, let's look at the things that we can build. So we can make a stone mine that requires 3 building materials. Make a small research bench, that requires building materials. So ultimately what we need is 6 iron plates and 3 building materials. And then after that, we will see where things go from there. Who are these guys? Shinobi? Yeah, Shinobi guards. That's a big patrol, too. Yeah, I don't think the Fogmen would be able to do anything about that. This is kind of the beginning of most, like, Wrath of the Fog playthroughs, by the way. Is just trying to get your hands on something that allows you to progress. Are these guys move open? Fantastic. Cool. Sounds good. Now, some of the cannibals do have some supplies that we could take, so that is an option for us. Alright, food is taken care of, we just need everything else. Okay, that's more Fogmen. Fantastic. Excellent, more. Okay, so I'm hoping we can find some NPCs that have things we can take. Okay, 2 fog patrols, that's not too bad. What is this? Just another fog prince, I suppose. Alright. Ooh, someone's getting eaten over there. Let's go and see what we can find. We evidently have to run all the way around to get there. Excellent. Alright, so who is this? And do they have anything that I want? As we're stuck on a boulder or something. No, he doesn't have anything that I want, but there is this guy. This is... if I can click on him. Not the Fog Prince. I should pick his locks, though. That is going to help us a little bit. And what are these guys? Just escape servants, who cares? So, oh, there's another. Does he have anything that I want? No. So, this guy. This is a Fog Praetorian. So, these guys are actually really good at fighting. They can't go toe-to-toe with many of the patrols, but they can help deal with them quite handily, actually. Okay, I see someone has a crossbow. Cool, I want that. Because that will... 2 crossbows, not bad. Those will help us to take down... shooting at me, are you? Where? I bet I'm better at fighting than you are, and I can heal myself right now. Cool. Alright, so they have a spring bat. Nice. We're going to take that. We're going to, you know, donate 2 of those. And now that we have a spring bat, our life gets a little bit easier. Now, of course, we do want to turn off range just for now, and we want to get the other spring bat bolts. Because again, we can't really make stuff. Also want to try and not get shot. Alright, so if we can, what we want to do is try and train these guys over to these guys to minimize the amount of damage that they can do to us while getting them killed. And yeah, this guy's gonna get jumped. He is making the last decision of his entire life. Alright. Let's go sneaky breaky. And let's see if we can assassinate these guys. We have a chance. Excellent. Eh. I guess it didn't work. Fine. Ow. Fogmen? My fellows! Come and aid me. Help me. Cool. You guys do that, I'm gonna take this guy down. We're gonna take his bolts. Yeah, we want those. And let's see. Prototype and prototype. Shoddy. Shoddy. Okay. Sounds good. In that... What the... It looked like he had a flag or something. Okay, so the good part about the spring bat... Holy crap, we've got an army coming out here for some reason. What's going on? But, with the spring bat, we now have the ability to deal damage to, like, enemy Garu and stuff like that. Very easily, I might add. So, that's probably what we're going to try and focus on. We do need to... Cannibal merchants, come eat me. Come get it over with already. Well, if you insist. You know, he was talking that good shit just a second ago. Come on, just come and kill me already. And then, oh! No! Please! Not like this. Ooh. One's slightly harder to pick. That's good. What's our log packing at? 5. Useless. Okay. So, what 5 means is that we will... What 5 means, realistically, is that we will get to, you know, pretty much anywhere, and then not be able to not be able to pick any logs. That's what 5 ultimately means. Okay, but we need a backpack or something along those lines. Who are you guys? More friendos. I love it. Yo, dude, if you're gonna show up and then just fuck off, then don't show up. You know, at least say something. Like, you're just gonna... Like, it's fine if you want to lurk. I don't care. But, like, at least say something. At least say something. Alright, so... We have those 2. Who is this? Why are they green? Do we have a friend? Do we have a friend and he? Alright. So, let's go see what we can do, because it is time we have food squared away, so there is that, and it looks like these guys are getting jumped a little bit, but not by enough fogmen to actually matter. Hopefully we can just run past the fight and not get involved. Alright, so let's try to make our way into obedience. Maybe this lab can be useful to us. Hopefully it can be. But then again, you know, you never know. So maybe it isn't useful at all. Alright, so have this. As we start getting closer, things are going to get a lot more dangerous too. So let's make our way up. We can't even pick it. No entry for you. Okay, so what else we got? So there is... We could go to the Floodlands. We don't have any allies there at all. Which means we'll just get wrecked. Yeah, right now... What right now we need to do is we just need to pick people's locks so that we can eventually be able to break into these ancient labs. Because until we can do that, we don't really have access to a lot of the materials that we will need. Ancient labs tend to have some building supplies in them, which is nice. And hopefully everything works out. Alright. Don't think I see anything, which is fine. That works. Whew. Okay, so... let's go. Oh, that was weird. Thought I saw something. Okay, let's go. Maybe we can find something useful. Okay, why can't I click on you? I'm gonna follow this Praetorian around. He's probably dangerous. Oh, nice. Okay, well, in that case, let's pick his locks. And hopefully our lockpicking will get high enough that we can get into the ancient labs. Doubt this guy has anything. Oh, okay, it's just him. He got wrecked. Okay, so... yeah, there's not much around. That is kind of the whole thing that kind of blows about needing to prey on patrols. Oh, this dude's over here talking some mad shit. Where are you? Where are you, Tulky? Is he like embedded inside the stone again? Oh! Yeah, he's pretty much buried in the stone. So you can sometimes get the camera to work with these guys, but it can be a bit difficult. Nice. Yeah, he doesn't have anything. Yeah. He got free. And they're trying to get to him. Kill him. Eat him. Alright, lots of dudes over here. That's good. We're going to keep looking around to see if we can find patrols. Because that means loot. And we can't win fights by ourselves. Okay, maybe there's something over there. Let's go see what's going on. Okay, looks good. Alright. No one here. But nice amount of fogmen. Okay, good amount of fogmen down there as well. So it looks like the bases have populated, finally. Which is great. Okay, what about down here? As we try to find any kind of patrol that has stuff that we might need, so that we can start getting a base going. Once we get the base going, things should work out pretty well. It's just bootstrapping yourself without using any shops is not something that Kenshi is made to do. At all. I'm pretty sure there are mods that add stuff to where you can just like make the baseline materials. I might have to go and look that up. Okay, these dudes are friendly. That's good. Excellent over here. Cool. Okay, so what we're going to do, it's been about an hour. We're going to see if we can find any of those mods that just allow us to more easily bootstrap ourselves. Because if we can make a mine that doesn't require building materials, and then from there build building materials to make a proper mine or something like that, then things will actually work out really nicely.